What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode. Last episode, guys, we ended up making the Flux jet plate, which required the Flux chest plate. Yeah, so the chest plate is just armor. The jet plate turns it into a jetpack, which is way cheaper than the jetpack we've been using, the resonant one. But yeah, I didn't really look at the next following quest after this. So the stellar chest plate, I assumed, if we go back, yeah, we make this flux infused helm, flux infused chest plate, the leggings, and the boots. So we make this entire armor. Then the next set is this stellar alloy. Well, on another quest page over here, whichever section that was it Ada? It wanted us to make the flux infused jet plate. So I went ahead and made a whole new chest plate so we could do this. Yeah, we could keep this for ourselves. But as it turns out, I didn't realize this. As it turns out, if we go into here, we look at this, the recipe, it does require the jet plate for this recipe. So we have to make another jet plate if we want this thing for dimensions where we can't do creative flight, which is fine. We have the chest plate ready to go. It is a little bit of crafting to get to the rest of this, but like I said, it's fine. I didn't realize that at the time. Otherwise, I just would have made two of these. So we had one as a backup. But, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. So today, what I wanted to do, as we've been doing, we're going to knock out a few more of these quests, the earlier game ones, till we get to the point where we get to the later game ones, the end game ones, and then we can actually proceed to end game. I don't want to just, like, knock out the very end game ones and then go all the way back here and do, like, you know, making some seeds or something like that. You know, that's just kind of silly. So I want to knock out these earlier ones first. So the next section that we haven't touched yet is Theta. And, well, I guess we haven't completed. We have touched this section. So this is the industrial foregoing machines. We've made a few of them. We've been using them in the last few episodes, but there's still a few more that we haven't touched or haven't made yet. And then there's also these Quibit clusters? Quibit? I actually don't know how to pronounce this word. From Quantum Flux. That will allow us, once we get to tier 3, to make an imaginary time block. But this quest line wants us to make all the way down to the tier I. Tier 5. So yeah, we have a few more things to get done here. So the rancher requires us to have shears, porcelain, nickel, plastic. Like, this is all relatively easy stuff. So that was the animal rancher. And we have everything ready to go except for nickel gears. So we need to make ourselves our very first nickel gear, since we've had EMC at least, because once we make that one, we get 1 million. No, not this machine. We need this one. That should turn it into a gear, and then we should have 1 million nickel gears. Yeah, we do. Awesome. So we'll come over here to the other terminal. And gear, and there it is, Animal Rancher. We did it. So we get ourselves a quest complete for that. The Rancher would be really good if we were using the move fluids, but we haven't needed them yet. And since they've been nerfed where, like, you can't milk them continuously, I don't really feel like they're that useful to me anymore. Maybe there's like a special move fluid cow out there that I'm not aware of, but yeah, I don't think it's that useful to me. Anyway, so plant sower, this is part of the planter and the harvester combination here. So we need to make one of these guys. And this should be pretty easy. In fact, all of these should be really easy. Yeah, we have pretty much everything except for this flower pot. Because how often do you make flower pots in Minecraft? Well, anyway, now we have 1 million of them. And there we go. There's our plant sower. So that's another quest complete. Awesome. So moving on, we have the harvester, the plant gatherer, as it's called. So this particular item does look like it uses these heavy plates. Yeah, heavy tungsten plates. Heavy tungsten plates. These do not have EMC, and these are using that hydraulic press that we were messing around with, I think, last episode. So yeah, this is like the only way this gets made. Yeah, so that's set to heavy. It's doing its thing. Although I'm not seeing the animation. Normally this has a little thing that goes up and down. It has a kind of cool animation. I came over here to look at it and it's not here. But anyway, we added batteries here, so like our power should stay up. Like, while it's crafting all these different things, if we wanted to craft like 50 of them, we should have enough power for that, which is pretty cool. Normally, we would be running out of that power and having to wait extra time. Okay, so we have all that done. We need to get ourselves an iron paxel, which means we have to make ourselves an iron pickaxe and then an iron axe. Okay, and then we have the paxel, and this is done. Plant gatherer. Awesome. Yet another quest complete. All right, so sludge boiler. This is going to be another pretty simple one. We probably have everything. We can just shift click in there right at this moment, and we do. Easy. Okay, so last quest on the industrial foregoing side, all done. So now we need to do these. Now each one of these, I think each tier requires a previous tier. Yeah, so that requires 4 of the previous one, and these all have EMC. That has EMC. So this is going to be pretty easy. Do we have the amplification crystal? Yes, we do. We already have 1,000,000 of those. All right, so quite a bit. These guys. So this is the level 1. Do we have this stuff? Okay, so we have everything except for this gold casing. So that means we need to get ourselves 4 gold plates. All right, so we'll just make 1 gold plate. And then I think that said that it has EMC. So again, we don't have to worry about that once we make the first one. All right, so back over here. Yeah, look at that. We have these. So there is our gold casing. Those have EMC. And then there it is. So there is the first one. I guess I'll put that in my inventory. We do have to get the quest complete for that, right? Okay. All those go away, so we need to make the level 2. So this is going to be real fast. Then the level 3. Yeah, level 3. Why is that not... this has NBT. Does it have NBT because it got power from my inventory? Maybe. Let's learn it over here. Learn that one over here and just get rid of it. Okay, so now we should be able to do this one. So if I put it directly in here, okay, then we get 1,000,000. Then if I put it into my inventory, it gets NBT data, and then it won't stack. Okay, so there's the 3. We'll do the level 4. Learn it. Put it in here. I guess I don't need to learn it first. I have to put it over here anyway, huh? All right, and then the last one. Get that quest complete for this one. Cool. All right, so we have all of those now. So that's all done. The next thing is this imaginary time block. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky recipe. This does require these growth crystal tier 3s, which I remember trying to make earlier on. They were kind of a pain. That requires us to have growth accelerators and growth crystal tier 2s and end crystals, which I'm not sure we have. Actually, there was another thing in there, wasn't there? Growth crystal tier 2. No, that's it. And hardened enderium glass. I don't know if we have those, but EMC, that'll make it easy. So end crystal. We do have those. Perfect. Growth crystal tier 2 and the growth accelerator. So growth accelerator, that is stone plus block Montherium essence. I think since we don't have those, let's make ourselves a recipe for these, and we'll have the system learn how to craft all this stuff for us. So a growth accelerator, we will learn that. And then I'll just put that in the system. Growth crystal tier 2. Okay. So we don't know anything about the growth crystals yet. So Invar we have, glass we have. These growth crystals have EMC, so I should make one of those real quick. Those require shard of water. Okay, we have that. It won't let me craft that, probably because we don't have bone block, or do we not have the shard? Shard of water, okay. Let's learn a shard of water. So that requires us to be on the arcane or basic craft, and we need damp crystals and stone. Damp, we don't have damp over here, but I feel like we should have some because that was what I was using originally for our mana. Yeah, so we have damp crystal here. Just need to grab one of those. All right, so damp crystal, and then we will wrap that around a piece of stone. Oh, you know what? That has to be done in the in this one, right? The basic or the arcane. There we go. So there's a shard of water, and that has EMC. So now we have those guys. Perfect. So now, if we wanted to go make ourselves this thing, we are missing the lily pads of fertility. No. We want to make this one. We're missing bone blocks. So we need bone meal turned into a bone block. And I guess a sea lantern? Okay, so now we should have all of that stuff to make these growth crystals. And then those have EMC. Yeah, so now we have 1,000,000 of them. Perfect. All right, so now if we want to make this, we have to worry about the lily pads of fertility. So that is the next, nope, this one. That is the next thing that we need to learn. So fertile essence and lily pad. So it doesn't look like we know about fertile essence. So we need to make a recipe for the lily pad of fertility. And then we need to make a recipe for these. And what were we missing with that? We should have everything. Maybe not the cactus. Yeah, we don't have a smelted cactus green. But once we make one, it goes into our EMC. And then we have all of them. All right, so that should be all that we need to do for the lily pads, I think. Let's start putting these in here. Do we have space for stuff? Oh my goodness, like all this stuff is taken up. Let's put it right here. And then that's our growth tier 2 and that. Okay, so if I wanted to make a growth, a growth crystal tier 2, well, let me do that. Okay, so we know how to do that. We'll make one. Awesome. So that's easy. So now we need to make the growth crystal tier 3. So hardened Enderium glass, hardened glass, signalum glass. So the Enderium glass is made with the induction smelter and Enderium blend. Okay, well, that's easy. Enderium. Was it just 1 or 2? I don't remember. I'll grab 2 just in case. We'll pulverize that. We'll put that into the induction smelter. Grab some of the Enderium and put that here. Easy. All right, I guess we'll just put this away. So now we have the Enderium glass, and we always have all of that stuff, which is, it's kind of crazy. Every time we make these things, we just have all of them now. So that takes care of that. I think we had everything else, so we just need the recipe set up for this guy. Very good, and then we'll find the home for this, try and put it next to those other things we just put in here a minute ago. I think I might be down too far. Looking. Oh, maybe not far enough then. Where is it? Where did I... Oh no, I'm just gonna stick it in here somewhere. Just find, oh, it's right here. Just find a home for it. Okay, growth crystal. So now if I want to make one of those, we can do it. If I want to make 3 more of those, we can do it. Awesome. So that's 4 of these growth crystal tier 3s. All right. So in order for us to make the imaginary time block, we need 4 of those. We need 4 lily pads. And again, that's real easy. So 4 of those, 4 lily pads. We need the quibit crystals. I'm saying those wrong, and I'm probably triggering everybody who knows how to say it right. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know how to pronounce that. Gold casing for these guys. And I guess we need the transistors, the capacitors in the level 3. Transistors. Capacitor. And then the level 3. Okay, so as soon as those are done, oh, looks like everything's done. Capacitor, transistor. Okay, so now that we have all of these, we should be able to do that. Is that in the, that's in the yellow. That's in this one. So there we go. Imaginary time block. Woo, okay, that was a bit of crafting there, but this thing is super awesome. Like, we can completely get rid of this setup now and just put that here. With some power on it. In fact, I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, we no longer need to tick accelerate this. We don't need these anymore. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. I'm really wanting to get rid of all of this. Tick accelerator, this can go away. All right, we want to get rid of all of this stuff. I'm just gonna vein mine it. All right, and then this guy too. Sweet. So the imaginary time block, we'll just put right... Actually, we can probably get rid of these guys. I want this to stay hydrated, so I'm not going to get rid of all of that. Now, I can't remember. Can you put it down at that level, or does it have to be one level higher? I honestly can't remember. What I will do is I'll put it up one level higher as soon as I can find this guy. I need to swap that to dirt. Can I do grass? Grass works. Imaginary time block, we'll place that here. We'll put a spectry coil on there. And that uses 1,000 FE a tick, or at least it used to. I don't know what it does in this pack, but if you guys haven't seen this yet, we need to grab some crop sticks. Grab those. All right, and then any of our seeds in here. Let's do, oh, I don't know. Draconium seeds? We're going to be getting a draconic evolution pretty soon. This plant won't grow with the current light level. Does it need a torch? Oh yeah, okay. Well, we just placed down one seed, and as you saw, it like propagated instantly. Yeah, the imaginary time block is a little crazy. Like as soon as you harvest, it's ready to go. It's like instant growth. So anything that we need to like farm that is mystical agriculture, like if we think that'll be the best way to go about it, like this is ridiculous. I guess we could put the speed upgrades in here to make this harvest faster. Maybe the tick accelerator would work good for these mechanical users to make them harvest faster too. I don't know, but as you can see, like this stuff gets a little crazy real fast. In almost no time, we have so many stacks of this draconic essence. I don't think we just harvested 29,000 of them. We must have had some in the system already. But yeah, you can see that this imaginary time block is a little crazy. It's so good. All right, so we can put these things away. I don't want this out anymore. Put those away. Awesome. Okay, so now that's done. We have another section completed. Yes, that is really good. I think what I wanted to do next, since the armor is the next page, I think I will start making this stellar armor. This is all pretty easy, but we do need to get these sentient enders. These require us to have witch and soul vials. So I guess we're gonna head off to the hunting dimension, soul vial. Yeah, let's just grab 4 of those, and then we're gonna go to the hunting dimension. Put this stuff away. And the hunting dimension right here. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna fly around, see if we can find some witches, put them into the soul vials, and then we should be pretty much good. Let me eat one of these carrots so we can see easier. All right, so where are the witches? If I was a witch, where would I be spawning? I would spawn right here. I don't see one though, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly around until I find them. So a few minutes later, I was able to find some witches. They are kind of a rare spawn, but they do spawn. All right, so there is a soul vial, and there is an ender resonator, and then we'll do this. And there is one of them, so we just gotta do this a few more times. There's that one, this one, then I need to grab some more XP. Actually, no, I guess I had enough XP. But anyway, I grabbed some more XP. So there is 4 of the sentient enders. All right, so back over here, ender. It's gonna be at the bottom because they're sentient, and these are in numerical order. Okay, so we have that. So we want to make the stellar, this armor, and this requires us to have the flux, plus that, plus a bunch of the stellar alloy. All right, so there's all of that, and then we will do this to quickly grab this armor, grab all that, then shift click that, perfect. So we have this armor, and then I need that flux jet plate as well. Okay, and that was on the champion bench, so we will do the helmet. So there is the helmet. We'll do the feet. Very good. We'll do the leggings. There it is. And of course, the chest plate. And there we go. So since this requires a flux infused jet plate, I wonder, does this armor allow you to fly? Micro anvil, elytra, and power glider. I guess it doesn't, does it? It doesn't really look like it. It would probably say something about that on the armor. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking it doesn't. But we'll claim the RAK for that. We're going to upgrade that further to the red matter armor, which is super easy to do. So let's knock this one out. Red matter. Grab a few stacks of that. Put these other stellar away. Okay, and then red matter. This stuff. Cool, so we're going to immediately upgrade from like this really good armor, which doesn't have EMC, otherwise I would learn it, to this red matter stuff, which should have EMC, but I guess that's removed for this pack. So there's a red matter helmet, the chest plate, the leggings, and of course the feet. Very good, so there is another quest complete for the armor. So we'll claim that one. Next up, we have the ultimate armor. All right, so this is a lot of EMC per piece, and it has chaos immunity, which is amazing, actually. So that's 3 toughness and 4 armor, 3 and 9. How is that compared to this? This is 5 and 10, 5 and 14. So this Ender Dragon armor is still better. Unless you're fighting something that gives you chaos damage. This stuff is still better than the ultimate armor. Okay, so we want to get rid of this stuff, and then I needed to get the ultimate, this stuff. Oh, I thought we had to craft it here. No, so this is going to take us into fusion crafting. Okay, so that's basic tier. And is it all the same recipe? It looks like it. Okay, so if we wanted to do this, we need 2, 4, 6, 8 of the basic fusion crafting injectors, plus this guy, fusion crafting injector. I didn't think this was going to get us into Draconic Evolution right now, but apparently it does. And since that has EMC and like all of this have EMC, like these basic fusion crafting injectors are super, super cheap. All right, so we want 8 of those. And then I didn't even see what the recipe is for the crafting core. Oh, wow, that's really cheap as well. Okay, so now we have that stuff done. Do we get a quest complete for that in Draconic Evolution section? I feel like there might be something. Let's go take a look before we jump ahead too far here. That'd be under here, I think. Fusion crafting, fusion craft. Have we already? Oh my goodness, have we already done this? I can't. It's been so long. What do we do with the fusion crafting, and where is that even? Oh yeah, look at this. I honestly don't remember doing this, but apparently we did do this at some point before. Okay, well, you saw how cheap these things were, so it's like no big deal. We'll just throw those away. So we have the red matter stuff, and then we need to upgrade that to the ultimate. So that stuff is EMC. So we need 6 of those per, right? The ultimate. So 6 of those per, we need that 4 times. So 24 of those, and then we need 8 nether stars. All right, so let's break these apart. So 6 of those and those. All right, so is this set to single mode? Yes, so we need to unsingle mode this. Single mode inactive, 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 inactive. I'm like right clicking this. Weird. Active, inactive. Okay. Yeah, I was clicking those and it didn't look like anything was updating there. Anyway, so we need this broken apart differently. Yeah, so 4, 4. And then all 6 of these are going to get 4 of those in there so we don't have to keep adding them every time. All right. This one and finally that one. Cool. So the only thing we should have to do is just put the armor in here and click start, and then we're good, right? We could bring the tick accelerator over here from Astral Sorcery to make this craft a little bit faster, or I can just cut the video and it'll be instant for you. All right, guys, so here we go. Here is the final part of the ultimate armor. So this is all done, and while that was crafting, I was getting things together so we could upgrade to the next tier. The next tier is the Wyvern armor. So that is 4 of the draconic blocks plus a Wyvern energy core and a Wyvern core, and then 2 stars. So it's the same for all 4 pieces. So we have the ultimate armor here, and as we saw, oh, you know what? This has EMC. Let's go learn this, actually. Yeah, let's not go too far here. Let's learn this. Learn. Okay, so we have all of this stuff learned. Yep, so we know how to make that again. If we ever need to go back for some reason, we lose our armor, whatever, like that's just going to make things so much easier. So now we can just throw those in here. Yep, and then all of this stuff takes us into the Wyvern armor. Again, we're not going to really be doing anything with the Wyvern because after Wyvern, it takes us to Gem. The Gem stuff is pretty okay. That has EMC as well, so we're going to want to learn that. But after the Gem, that takes us into the Draconic stuff. And this is probably going to be where we stop as far as armors go. Yeah, there's nothing beyond that as far as these armor quests, but there might be the Avaridia armor in here. But even still, I'm not a fan of the Avaridia armor, if that is even a thing in this mod pack. So I'm going to go ahead and get these going. We'll make the Draconic armor, and then we'll look at upgrading that to the Gem armor, but we can't quite do the Draconic yet. All right, so fusion crafting is done. We got our Wyvern boots and all of those completed now, and we get ourselves yet another quest complete for the armor, which is fantastic. So this Gem armor, let's go ahead and bookmark this. This stuff here is a little different because it does require the same crafting. Wyvern tier, which we are at right now, I think. Crafting injector. Yeah, we're at the Wyvern fusion crafting injector tier, not the Draconic. The purple ones. So anyway, we are at this point, and each one of these requires like a different set of these things. So this is for the helmet. The chest plate requires these. The leggings require these. I guess it's just these 2 that are different. And the boots require those guys. Okay, so we have a bunch of different items here to make. All of these should have EMC. This, yeah, all of them do. This thing right here is a little expensive to make because you have to go through all of this crafting nonsense to get them, but honestly it's not that bad. Yeah, and everything has EMC. So let's start there. So we will click through here until we get to this guy. Oh wait, why does that not, what am I missing? We don't have Mobius fuel apparently. Now we should. Okay, so we have that. So it was the Mobius fuel around a diamond, right? Diamond. There we go. So there's one of those, and we'll learn that. All right, so it's 4 of those to make the next tier. And then it's just going to be the same thing over and over. We're just repurposing EMC to turn into something different. So there's that one. Then these guys. And we're stopping. Which one? We're the inert clean star? That says tier 6. And we are on, it doesn't say which one we are on right now. Anyway, so we're going to keep going here. There's a sphere. 2, 3, 4. There's the Omega. So hold on, let's go back here. Okay, so the Omega turns into this one, the inert one. All right, so if we take the Omega and we do this, all right, so we get that guy. So I think we need one of those for each piece of armor, right? Let me double check. So that requires one. Yeah, okay, so let's learn this. We need 4 of those. Okay, So we have 4 of those guys. Awesome. So we no longer need that. So the soul stone, yeah, this is all going to be pretty easy stuff, I think, for us to do. That we could probably throw all of those into the system and learn them too before we just waste them. I don't know if we need to make duplicates for different pieces of armor or how this all works. Yeah, for instance, this, I want to do that. Body stone. And then soul stone. We'll make sure we learn these things before we do that. And there's a life stone. Okay. Black hole band requires us to know an iron band, which we can make out of lava. That's easy. Black hole band, easy. Mind stone. You know what? I'm just going to put all these away and then we'll grab them out as we need them. Swift wolf rending gale. Okay, so that really should be everything. Yeah, I'll just unbookmark these and we'll grab them as we need them. Okay, so I'm just going to do some more draconic crafting and fusion crafting over here. And once that's done, I'll bring you guys back. Cool, so the last piece of our gem armor is now done. Very good. So a couple of these pieces, like this one required the Vulcanite amulet. This didn't get used up. This one required us to have the headpiece, required us to have the Evertide amulet. That did not get used up. And I thought there was another one, maybe not. Yeah, those 2 amulets didn't get used up, which I thought was kind of interesting. Not really sure why they didn't get used up, but they didn't get used up anyway. So there we go. There's some gem armor. We will learn this as well. Since this all has EMC, might as well learn it. Okay. And let's put it on. Let's just see what that looks like. It's kind of cool armor. Oh, you know what? Oh, wow. This makes you run. This makes you move really fast just by having it. Can I fly faster? I'm not sure if I fly faster. Maybe a little bit. Oh. Oh, you get like a glide. Oh, that's a kind of cool, actually. You know, I've used this armor before, like just testing it, but I always forget about things like that. Oh, wow. Why does it make me... So if I'm going this way and then I stop, it continues me going in that direction a little bit. Oh, that is so weird. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using this, but that is kind of a cool ability that it has. It does have night vision, apparently. If you do left shift plus none, apparently it has a key binding removed. Step assist. Okay. I'm not sure how you turn... You can fly in forbidden places wearing this item. So does that mean I can fly in the Twilight Forest with this? Okay. I'm not sure. I know we can't fly in the Twilight normally. Let's give this a try. I'm not sure if that's what that means or not. Where's Twilight? Right here. Oh! Look at this. Yes, we absolutely can fly wearing this armor in the Twilight. If I take it off, yeah, it's like you can't do it. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. This makes this armor ever more useful than I was thinking it would be. I like how fast you go to the ground when you press shift. I'm not sure if we're going to be using this armor. We'll probably use this here in the Twilight, but what that means is I really don't need to worry about making that jet plate then, huh? Yeah, I think we're going to be just fine with the gem armor. Should we need it in a dimension where we cannot fly? Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so another quest complete. We'll go ahead and claim all of these. So the last quest on this page is to make the draconic armor, but this stuff does require us to have awakened draconium, which I don't think... Yeah, we haven't started into the awakened draconium stuff yet, so that's not something that we can just craft. Yeah, I don't know if we have to go through this process or if there's seeds for awakened draconium. I guess once we make this, we can animate the block and spawn it in and get all of the awakened draconium. That's probably what we're going to end up doing. But guys, I think we're going to call it for this episode. Actually, let me put this armor on. I'm going to go do that and then put my armor back on. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and call it an episode here for today. A lot more questing going on. We're going to be knocking out these quests, trying to get them all taken care of before we start moving on with the end game. Like I said before, I want to keep reiterating that. I know know some people don't like these like super heavy questing, crafting episodes, but it is what we got to do in order to get through this mod pack. That's what this mod pack is. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.